On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Downstairs.
On or to a lower or ground floor of a building.
Examples:
Creep downstairs. Escort him downstairs. Please get the desk downstairs.
Doorway.
An opening in a wall for a door to fit into.
Examples:
A wide doorway. Doorway to success. He leaned against the doorway, waiting for her to come home.
Bandy.
To throw something back and forth in a light or playful manner. Adjective, having legs that curve outward at the knees.
Examples:
Bandy jokes. Bandy a rumor about his scandal. The children tried to bandy a ball back and forth in the park.
Communion.
The act or condition of exchanging or sharing thoughts and feelings. Christianity, the act of participating in the celebration of the Eucharist.
Examples:
Communion with God. Spiritual communion with nature. We use this tableware in a communion service.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
A confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Veil.
A piece of fine cloth worn by women to cover or conceal the face. Verb, to cover, conceal, or obscure.
Examples:
Veil of mystery. Veil her face. He lifted her veil with both hands.
Catholic.
Universal and including many different types of things, related to or associated with the part of the Christian Church that has the Pope as its leader.
Examples:
Catholic in his tastes. The Catholic Church. Sociologists are now interested in Catholic world peace.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Fuss.
A state of agitation or excitement, an angry disturbance.
Examples:
Make a fuss. Get into a fuss. There was a fuss about the broken vase, but it was quickly forgotten.
Handwriting.
The particular way in which a person writes, as distinct from printing or typing.
Examples:
Handwriting identification. Handwriting sample. The handwriting on the note was barely legible.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Jolly.
Happy and lively.
Examples:
A jolly laugh. Jolly evening. He was in a jolly mood and sang a happy tune.
Dumbfound.
To surprise and confuse someone to the point of being unable to speak.
Examples:
Dumbfound boxing fans. Dumbfound with its ability. The magician's tricks dumbfounded the audience.
Slumber.
A state of sleep, especially a light sleep, verb, to be asleep, or to take a nap.
Examples:
Fall into a slumber. Slumber in class. She couldn't resist the temptation to slumber on the couch after lunch.
Beforehand.
Ahead of time, in advance.
Examples:
Take a seat beforehand. 3 months beforehand. She packed her sunscreen beforehand to remember it on the beach trip.
Cut off.
A point or level beyond which something will not be tolerated or allowed, the act of stopping or interrupting the supply of something.
Examples:
Cut off frequency. A cutoff point. The cutoff date for submitting applications was fast approaching.
Blab.
To reveal secrets or private information carelessly or indiscreetly.
Examples:
Blab out a secret. Blab the answer. She was worried that her friends would blab about her surprise party.
Horoscope.
A forecast of a person's future, typically based on a chart or diagram representing the positions of the sun, moon, planets, etc.
Examples:
Cast a horoscope. Believe in horoscope. She read her horoscope every morning to see what the day had in store for her.
Astrology.
The study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world.
Examples:
Astrology chart. Delve into astrology. He was fascinated by ancient astrology and spent hours studying horoscopes.
Ominous.
Giving the impression that something bad is going to happen, foreboding.
Examples:
An ominous silence. Ominous sign. The ominous clouds in the sky foretold of an approaching storm.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Astonished.
Extremely surprised and upset.
Examples:
Astonished at the success. Cast astonished eyes. She was astonished by the news and could hardly believe it.
Thoroughfare.
A main road, street, or avenue.
Examples:
No thoroughfare. Two-lane thoroughfare. The main thoroughfare was clogged with rush hour traffic.
Peddle.
To sell or promote something or spread an idea or story, often in a persistent or aggressive way.
Examples:
Peddle influence. Peddle drugs. The street vendor peddled his wares to passing tourists.
Doorbell.
A bell that is pressed or pulled to signal that someone wishes to enter a building.
Examples:
Touch a doorbell. Doorbell chime. He rang the doorbell and waited for someone to answer.
Starch.
A complex carbohydrate found in many plants, including rice, wheat, and potatoes, that is an important foodstuff for humans and animals.
Examples:
Starch granules. Potato starch. When heated, starch molecules absorb water and become thick and gooey, making it a useful thickening agent in cooking.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Nicety.
A small and delicate detail or points of difference.
Examples:
Social nicety. Diplomatic nicety. The chef paid attention to every nicety in preparing the meal.
Anthropomorphize.
To attribute human characteristics, emotions, and abilities to non-human entities.
Examples:
Anthropomorphize animals. Anthropomorphize God. The children anthropomorphized their stuffed animals and gave them personalities.
Fetus.
An unborn or unhatched animal in the later stages of development, showing the main recognizable features of the mature animal.
Examples:
Development of the fetus. An aborted fetus. The female vagina is elastic enough to allow the passage of a fetus.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third-generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Hieroglyph.
A writing system using picture symbols, such as the one used in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Egyptian hieroglyph. The hieroglyph of the bird. Each beautiful hieroglyph represents either an idea or a sound.
Chisel.
A tool with a sharpened edge at one end used for shaping wood, stone, or metal. Verb, to engage in deceitful behavior.
Examples:
Sharpen chisel. Chisel some money. The archaeologist used a small chisel to excavate the ancient artifact.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Intergalactic.
Existing or occurring between different galaxies, equals an independent group of stars.
Examples:
Intergalactic travel. Intergalactic matter. The intergalactic spaceship traveled to distant planets.
Overlord.
A person who has great power over many other people, especially in the past.
Examples:
Evil overlord. Colonial overlord. In the feudal system, the overlord owned most of the wealth.
Backpedal.
To move the pedals backward on a bicycle, to change someone's previous action or opinion.
Examples:
Backpedal on my drive. Quickly backpedal. She backpedaled, saying that she had no intention of offending them.
Prophecy.
A statement or prediction that something will happen in the future, typically one made by a religious leader.
Examples:
Prophecy fulfillment. Prophecy of doom. The fortune teller's prophecy that I would meet my soulmate next year has yet to come true.
Lifespan.
The length of time for which a person, animal lives, or thing exists.
Examples:
Lifespan extension. Lifespan retrieval curve. Generally speaking, men have a shorter lifespan than women.
Exhaustion.
The state of being extremely tired and lacking energy or strength.
Examples:
Exhaustion of energy. Emotional exhaustion. The long work hours were taking a toll on her mental exhaustion.
Uterus.
A hollow muscular organ in the body of a woman or other female mammal in which a baby or young animal develops before birth.
Examples:
Uterus cancer. Bleeding from uterus. The physician prescribed medication to relieve the contraction of the uterus.
Smug.
Excessively pleased with oneself, self-righteously complacent.
Examples:
In a smug manner. Smug attitude. She felt smug about her performance in the competition.
Dogma.
A belief or set of beliefs that the members of a group accept without being questioned or doubted.
Examples:
Religious dogma. The secret dogma. All members strictly followed the dogma of the organization.
Impregnate.
To make a woman or female animal pregnant, to infuse or fill something completely.
Examples:
Impregnate a woman. Impregnate with a medicinal substance. The sperm impregnated the egg, and fertilization occurred.
Maniac.
Behaving in an extremely wild or violent way. Noun, a person who is extremely enthusiastic about or devoted to a particular thing.
Examples:
Maniac about things. A homicidal maniac. He was a maniac for collecting stamps.
Condescending.
Having or showing a feeling of superiority, patronizing.
Examples:
Condescending tone. Condescending smile. He had a condescending attitude towards those less fortunate than himself.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.